I'm Kathy with a K with 1059 The Wave, Hawaii's relaxing favorites, and talking with Mad Hawaii, co-chair from the 2024, along with Lori Harrison, Brittany Cass. How are you doing in 2025?
I think the last time we chatted, I had just had my 10th surgery. PT is going great, and I am trying to attempt to run, and just things are going great, doing good. And April's busy for Alcohol Awareness Month, just trying to bring awareness to the thing that changed my life.
It takes a second for us to make a choice, and it impacts our lives, and it can impact other lives. We'll take it back for those who may not be familiar with Bold Like Brit, Brittany Cass's story. January 2nd, 2022, you and your husband, an anniversary, right?
Yes.
2 days later, a stranger was driving in against traffic, entered somehow into the freeway, the roadway. It takes a second to choose another outcome for yourself and for other people.
We were stationed in North Carolina, and I was just serving, doing a church thing and driving home. And it happened. I was struck head on by a drunk driver. He entered the highway going the wrong way. I was going 60 miles an hour, and he was going 60, and we collided, as you mentioned, at 120 miles an hour. I was the first of four cars hit. So he plowed through me and three others, and I was taken immediately by ambulance, so they had to cut off the driver's side door and pull me out. I initially thought I was gone, and so the paramedics and the EMTs saved my life, and they were able to get me onto a gurney and transported me to the hospital, and then I was life flighted to a trauma one hospital because I had severe, both my femurs were visibly sticking out of my body. I had to have a life-saving abdominal surgery. I am currently in a wheelchair. I'm recovering from surgery number 10. I just had 2 weeks ago on Tuesday at Queens.
That was your 10th surgery, August 2024. And you said you're rehabbing PT, but throughout the experience since 2022, you have been sharing your story, meeting other people who have been impacted. Some people have lost loved ones. You are able to continue to lean into your faith, your family, your husband, your three children, and are sharing and living within Kailua, which is
Yes.
cool. But like you said, April, Alcohol Awareness Month. It's including the point zero 0.05 initiative, BAC, blood alcohol concentration. Why is that important in Hawaii to lower it?
This legislation cycle, we had an opportunity to present the bill. It was a point oh 0.05 initiative, and MAD spearheaded it along with Hawaii Alcohol Policy Alliance and so many other nonprofits that obviously have been affected by alcohol. And we had all had an opportunity to share why we believe that the point oh 0.05 initiative is so important and how it can save lives. And it has since died and didn't make it. But I believe the sixth time here in Hawaii that we have tried to get the BAC lowered. Hundreds of other countries, the BAC is 0.05, and so the United States is behind in that way. That 0.3 percentage can change so many lives, can save lives. And that's why Bold Like Britt is obviously so supportive of that and to save lives, because while my offender was not in that window, he was well above it. It separates the narrative of drinking and driving. Go out, have fun, have a great time, but don't do it and drive. That was the support and the argument there. And so to try to push for cultural change, and that's what Bold Like Britt is trying to do, to bring awareness to our community and to bring cultural awareness and change and education. Bold Like Britt has since trying to go around and educate our community, get involved with church groups and youth groups that are being surrounded by alcohol and drugs in schools, and how they can separate themselves or rise above or say, hey, I don't want to be a part of that. And here's some consequences that could potentially happen because of those things.
Brittany Cass website, Bold Like Brit. You can also find some uh, posts and more social hashtag Bold Like Brit, Brit. There are so many times you go out into the community to share your story. Can you speak more on the feedback you've been getting?
I am a military spouse. My husband is in the Marine Corps and he's a pilot. And so we feel really pulled and drawn to speak to our own Ohana, our military family, and to bring awareness within that umbrella. Bringing awareness to something that people struggle with, alcohol addiction, is something that I empathize with and have compassion for, because while I don't struggle with that, the person that hit me did. To just bring awareness and say, hey, there's two sides to every story, and to offer forgiveness and to share, hey, this drunk driving, it doesn't exclude anybody. It can happen to anyone at any time, even us, even our own military families, and how this has impacted not only me and my kids, but also my husband and his career, the ripple effects that it can have on the community as our family and our friends and, everyone that's been in our circles and been there to support us. And so we really do feel pulled to speak to military audiences and share, hey, get help. There are resources in and out of the military. There are support groups. There are ways to say, hey, there are other, create new habits. And there are so many options out there. And so we just want to say, hey, we see you and let us help you and get the help that you need. So that way something like my crash doesn't happen again.
For people who want to get involved with Bold Like Brit, or just as April is Alcohol Awareness Month,
Ways they could get involved: to share statistics within their families, within their friend groups, to reach out for help. Reach out to us. We are happy to come out and to speak to your school, to your congregation, to your friend group, to whoever, just to share. Obviously, this is something that I'm passionate about now, that I feel pulled to share, and I want to use my voice, because so many people, like you said in the beginning, don't have their voice anymore. Their lives were lost because of this tragic thing. I feel compelled to use my voice and to share it for the good, and to just bring awareness and to help people know that there are other people out there that struggle with everyday things that life has to bring to them, and to get help.
boldlikebrit.com, also the hashtag boldlikebrit, BRITT.
My slogan is to not take your body for granted, to take care of your body, to move your body, just be grateful for the things that your body can do, because movement was a huge part of my life before my crash. I was racing and running half marathons and so active with my kids and coaching. All of that was taken away for so many years. I am now reclaiming and fighting to get that back and that movement back. Just be grateful for your body, move your body, do it for a good cause. This month, I encourage you to get out there and, for alcohol awareness, to share a statistic or a fact about your friend, or encourage them to get help, or to not drink and drive, and to move your body. And I'm just grateful to have met the people that I've met here in Hawaii so far, to work with MAD and the Hawaii Alcohol Policy Alliance, and just so many other great nonprofits. I can't name them all because there's just so many. We've been in this fight for the .05 initiative earlier this year. And while we're saddened that it failed, we are hopeful that the future we can continue to get other people to see why this is so important and why we're all so passionate about it. And hopefully it will pass.
Share your donation support. Check out the hashtag Bold Like Brit, BRITT, and check out the website. There's more information about Brittany Cass's story, her experience, reminding you to
Get out there and move your bodies. Don't take movement for granted.